Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. We got big breaking news, guys. Zelenskyy and Trump were expected to sign a Ukraine minerals deal today during a White House visit, but that deal is off at the moment. They also had a press conference that was planned. That is also off. And if you're wondering why is everything off, well, I'm going to show you. All staged and scripted, of course, but there was a big argument at the White House just now between Donald Trump and Zelenskyy, and J.D. Vance was there too. And they basically were arguing over World War III, okay? And I have the video for you. I just uploaded it. It took like 30 minutes to upload it, but it's up now, so we're going to watch that first before we get started. And I'm going to be going a little quick today. I only got about 45 minutes or so, and then I got to run. But yeah, there was a big deal that was expected to be signed today, and the deal is off at the moment. And let's go ahead and let me check it with the chat, and then we'll get started here. All right? Because the video itself is 10 minutes long, so we gotta watch that video before we get started. Hey, Decoding with Cody, much love, brother. Yeah, totally a WWE skit, 100%. I've never seen anything like it. Hey, Dougie. Hey, Jen. Hey, Henry. Much love, everyone. Guys, do me a favor. When you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Hey, Dustin. Hey, Sandra. Much love. And if you guys have a Twitter or a Facebook, please share this out immediately. And very much appreciated. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. Got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. So I actually had most of this decode ready to go because I knew that they were expected to sign the minerals deal today. But then I said, you know what? They're not supposed to sign this deal until about 1 o'clock. I said, let me go ahead and wait, just in case anything crazy happens. And what do you know? It couldn't have been any more crazy. All right, give me 1 second to get all set up here. All right. All right, guys, so here's what was expected to happen today. It says, Zelenskyy and Trump expected to sign Ukraine minerals deal during White House visit. This article from today, February 28th. All right, so that's what was supposed to happen, right? It says President Donald Trump will host Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the White House on Friday in their first meeting since the United States began direct negotiations with Russia on ending the war in Ukraine. Zelenskyy's visit is expected to focus in large part on a potential deal with the U.S. on Ukraine's rare earth minerals, which are used to make a variety of tech products. Okay. So that's what was supposed to happen today. And let me show you what actually did happen today. And I thought about playing this on fast forward for the sake of time, but I'm just going to go ahead and play it at regular speed. And I think I can fit everything in here. But let's go ahead and get started. And this is the big news right now. All right? Here we go. Hopefully you can hear it. Sorry if the volume's a little bit low.
Both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America. And for the good of the world, I'm aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough. for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done.
Can you guys hear? Okay.
Be tough. I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. One more question.
I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2015.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire, all of them told me that he will never go home. We signed with him gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broke the ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American
All
media.
acting.
Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because
WWE.
you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't play cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
World War III.
What you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today.
meeting, you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I
You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying-
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military equipment,
You
and your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about you?
If you didn't have our military equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course,
It's
yes.
going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said it a lot of
Accept
times
that there,
secretly
accept
to
that-
American people.
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you,
You're running
I
low on
know.
soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't please
you're running
be
low on
surprised.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Be
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
But I
ceasefire?
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire.
guarantees.
Because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
is-
with me.
It
That was
wasn't
with
with
a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person.
This
That was
is your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your president.
Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me, that was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make,
Um,
because the attitudes have to change.
what if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
What if
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
But they have
Okay?
broken ceasefire.
What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
But look,
Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him in Russia. Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break it with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if he can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. We'll see.
Well, the sausage making of America.
All right, guys, so that's what happened. And they were supposed to sign a minerals deal, and that did not happen. All right, they were also supposed to do a press conference, and that didn't happen. And word on the street is they literally kicked Zelenskyy out of the White House. All right, of course, it's all scripted nonsense. And the numbers are going to prove it, as you're about to see. All right, guys, you ready? And do me a favor, when you come in, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. All right, guys, we're going to break this down all by the numbers using Gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. So, first thing I want to point out, Trump and Zelenskyy met today, and today is February 28th. Zelenskyy's birthday is January 25th. So today is 47 weeks before Zelenskyy's birthday, the leader of Ukraine. And notice Ukraine equals 47. And Zelenskyy is 47 years old. And they met at the White House, which equals 47, like government, 47, like president is 47, like Trump equals 47, like Trump is number 47, and they met in D.C., which equals 47. So that's a lot to be a coincidence right off the bat, don't you think? 47 weeks before the Ukraine leader's birthday. Ukraine, White House, government, president, Trump, D.C., they're all 47. Trump's number 47, and Zelenskyy is 47 years old. Zelenskyy visits White House for agreement allowing USA to access Ukraine's rare minerals. Notice rare minerals is 133, like White House 133, that's where this happened. Government 133 and president 133. Today is 34 days after Zelenskyy's birthday. Well, that's perfect because Ukraine equals 34. See how perfect that is? It's 47 weeks before his birthday, like Ukraine 47, White House 47, Trump 47. It's 34 days after his birthday. Ukraine is also 34. Zelenskyy to meet with Trump at the White House amid peace talk efforts and possible minerals deal. Notice minerals deal is 76, like Donald John Trump is 76. President Donald Trump will host Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the White House on Friday in their first meeting since the United States began direct negotiations with Russia on ending the war in Ukraine. Zelenskyy's visit is expected to focus in large part on a potential deal with the U.S. on Ukraine's rare earth minerals, which are used to make a variety of tech products. Check it out. Rare earth minerals 185, like Donald John Trump is 185. And for the confirmation, rare earth minerals is also 112, like President Donald Trump is 112. Right up here, President Donald Trump. 112, like rare earth minerals, 112. And today is 37 weeks after Donald Trump's birthday. And look at that, minerals equals 37. 37 weeks from Trump's birthday. Zelenskyy in D.C. for talks on rare minerals deal. Well, look at that. In Gematria, rare minerals deal equals 106. Today just happens to be 106 days before Donald Trump's birthday. My goodness. Almost like the whole thing was scripted. Now, this is probably my favorite slide of the whole decode because, as you just saw, the argument started about the war. All right, the war going on. And Where do we begin with this slide? It says here, President Trump, Ukrainian President Zelenskyy meet on Russian war. Trump, Zelenskyy hold high-stakes summit amid tensions over peace talks with Putin. Okay. When is Putin's birthday? It's October 7th. That means today is 222 days before Putin's birthday. 222. Well, that's absolutely perfect. Because Trump equals 222. And you guys were talking about the great acting from Zelenskyy. Don't forget, Zelenskyy is a former actor. He played a president on a show. Before he became president, he was a president on a show. The show was called Servant of the People, which equals 222. Servant of the People, 222. That's the show Zelenskyy played a president on. Trump equals 222. Who's the guy that really started the argument? It was J.D. Vance. What if I told you today is 22 weeks and 2 days before the birthday of J.D. Vance? You remember when Joe Biden delivered the first sanctions against Russia? Right here. Biden imposes new Russia sanctions on February 22nd, 2022. You remember that when we were live? I know Cody remembers. We were live when it happened. And that's when Biden delivered the first sanctions against Russia. It was on 2/22/22, and he walked out at exactly 2:22 p.m. You remember that one? So we've been talking about Russia and Putin and the number 222 for a long time. All right? Now, don't forget how big of a number the 222 is, I mean, in general, but definitely to Trump, okay? And then, obviously, all the plane crashes were connected to that number, but that's a different story. So let's not forget, the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday, the father of the vaccine. They called it, hey, look at that, it's 222 right now. I just noticed it's 222 as I'm on the 222 slide. Gotta love that synchronicity. So yeah, Trump, the father of the vaccine, while he was president, the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from his birthday. They called it Wuhan coronavirus, which equals 222. Declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Obama tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday. Don't forget, the Antichrist Barack Obama equals 222. Trump also rolled out the Stargate project 222 days from his birthday. Trump just won the election 222 days from his birthday. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Trump Organization equals 222. There was a 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization where Trump took the stand in that case 222 days from his birthday. Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday, and Ivana equals 222. Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. So the 222 is a very big number, all right? And I don't think it's a coincidence that we just saw something we've never seen before, a live argument between presidents in the White House, and they're arguing over the war with Putin, right? And you guys know how much I talk about 222 on this channel, especially in connection to Trump. So what are the odds that this would happen 222 days from Putin's birthday? Order out of chaos is 222. Servant of the people, 222. That's the name of the show that Zelenskyy played a president on. Trump equals 222. J.D. Vance was a big part of the argument, and today is 22 weeks and 2 days from his birthday. And Joe Biden, when he was president, he delivered the first sanctions against Russia on 2/22/22. And he walked out at 2:22 p.m. I mean, that's a lot to be a coincidence. Now, since J.D. Vance was such a big part of the argument, I had to include him in the numbers. And remember, they were meeting for a minerals deal, but that turned into the argument, right? And anyways, today is 211 days after the birthday of J.D. Vance. Minerals deal equals 211. And it's 155 days before the birthday of J.D. Vance, like rare minerals deal, 155. Like Masonic Ritual 155 and Freemasons 155. Trump on Zelenskyy. He said, can come back when he is ready for peace. That equals 149, like the full name of Zelenskyy, equals 149. And Trump said, you don't have the cards, like the Trump card, right? You don't have the cards equals 228, like today's date is 228. All right, guys, that is it for the Zelenskyy part. I have a little recap on Epstein I want to talk about in a second. But anyways, if anyone wants to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I am not monetized, so thank you everyone who does support. You guys are amazing. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Okay, I'm going to come back to this in a second. We'll do a quick recap. But I want to do a quick recap on the Epstein news that happened yesterday, the big nothing burger, the big clown show. Yeah, the Trump cards in tarot. Yep, that's what I was talking about. Yep, 78 cards in the tarot deck, and Trump is 78. Yep, 100%, Cody. Hey, Gene Spice, much love. No, it wasn't Trump calling me. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday with Epstein, just for anyone that didn't see it. Absolutely nothing came out of it. Nothing will come out of this. It's all distraction, bread and circus. It's all theater, okay? But let me just go through this quickly for anyone who hasn't seen it. So this was yesterday on 2/27. Justice Department releases first phase of Epstein files. The Department of Justice released a Thursday packet with a flight log and contact information from Jeffrey Epstein, a deceased convicted sex offender, and his circle of friends. Alright, so before we get started on the numbers, the thing to know, Epstein is an actor, a character, a frontman, a scapegoat, to keep you focused on him instead of those behind the scenes. Remember, it's all of them, alright? It's not just Epstein or Diddy. These are frontmen, okay? The names they release will only be for show. No arrests will be made. It's all theatrics. And like I said yesterday, if any arrests are made, it's all, you know, all theater. Nobody's actually going to serve any time anywhere. And the biggest reason I can tell you it's all theater, because allegedly it's the Trump administration that is supposed to expose all this stuff. And that's pretty wild considering Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were good buddies, as you can see in the pictures. That's if Jeffrey Epstein is even a real person. I mean, obviously there's somebody under that mask, if it is a mask, but who knows? Remember, all the world's a stage, all right? So for all we know, Jeffrey Epstein could be some made-up character, some guy in a mask that just has us all distracted here focusing on him for like the last 6 years, right? So I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Jeffrey Epstein isn't dead and his real name isn't even Jeffrey Epstein and he doesn't even look like this, all right? I don't believe anything, and I don't think you should either with this crazy world. But just putting that out there. He could be a totally made-up fictional character. All right, let's quickly go through the numbers. So the big news was these binders that they gave these conservative commentators, and basically the binders were full of stuff that we already knew. All right, so there was like no new information pretty much. It was completely pointless. So anyways, it says conservative commentators seen with Epstein files binders after Bondi promises documents release. Okay, well, we got this news about the Epstein files on the 58th day of the year. Look how perfect. Epstein files equals 58. And the name of the jet. Epstein's jet was called Lolita Express, which equals 58. Give me 1 sec. Let me take a sip of water. So on the 58th day of the year, all the talk was about the Epstein files, right? Epstein files 58, the name of the jet, Lolita Express 58, like Freemasonry 58. And we got this news 38 days after Epstein's birthday, which is perfect because Epstein is 38 and Pam Bondi is 38, and that's who released the alleged Epstein files. And it says the Justice Department released a new batch of Jeffrey Epstein files after Attorney General Pam Bondi said she was reviewing classified documents in the case, including his highly anticipated client list. All right, notice classified documents equals 201. Notice Jeffrey Epstein death equals 201. We got this news yesterday, 201 days from his death anniversary. That big number, 201, like the full name of the Jesuit Pope Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 201, who lives in suite number 201 at the Doma Sancti Marte, 201, Ignatius of Loyola, 201, the Jesuit Order, 201, Catholic Pope, 201, the Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday. Guidestones built under the alias R.C. Christian, perfect match to Pope Francis. And here's another connection to Pope Francis. We got this news 73 days from the Pope's birthday, and Jeffrey Epstein equals 73. And Lolita Express, 175 and 58, like Pope Francis, 175, 58. Remember, we got this news on the 58th day of the year. Epstein files is also 58. The Department of Justice released a Thursday packet with a flight log and contact information from Jeffrey Epstein. And we got this news on 2/27. Well, how perfect, because flight log equals 2/27. And including the end date, yesterday was 39 days after Epstein's birthday, like flight log is also 39. Epstein Island, 147. Client list, 147. Flight log, 147. Freemason, 147. Now back to that number 222, we just talked about it. Remember, today's 222 days from Putin's birthday, and 22 weeks and 2 days from J.D. Vance's birthday. Anyways, Jeffrey Epstein died, allegedly, on August 10th, which is the 222nd day of the year. And he was good buddies with Trump, 222, and the person who released the files, Pamela Bondi, 222, like order out of chaos, 222. Epstein equals 88, like Trump, 88. And here they are hanging out, good buddies. But yeah, that 88 big number with Trump, obviously, Back to the Future. Biff represents Trump. They got to reach 88 miles per hour. Donnie Darko, set in the year 88, Donnie J. Darko. And the numbers on Donnie's arm add up to 88. And the full name of Jake Gyllenhaal equals 88. He plays Donnie Darko. And you had the incident in Butler with Trump 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video Lavender, where he's pointing the gun at Trump. You had the raid on Mar-a-Lago on August 8th, 88. Trump's number to text, 88022. So yeah, Epstein's got that 88 like Trump. And then big shout out to our friend King Nico. I'm not sure if you're in the chat today or not, but he did a live last night, and he was mentioning the Gematria of Epstein list, and very interesting numbers there. Epstein list is a perfect match to Donald J. Trump and 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. So that's one piece of information I did not share yesterday, so that's new. All right? Epstein list equals Donald J. Trump and 3 ciphers. And considering they're, pictured together quite a bit, what are the odds? Now, also, what are the odds that Jeffrey Epstein died 163 days before his birthday, when Jeffrey Epstein equals 163? And his full name, Jeffrey Edward Epstein, equals 322. That's the number of Skull and Bones, right? The Brotherhood of Death. And, the famous connection with Epstein. Epstein didn't kill himself, right? The Brotherhood of Death, the 322. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. The big thing to know, it's all theater. Epstein's an actor, a character, a frontman, a scapegoat to keep you focused on him instead of those behind the scenes. The names they release will only be for show. No arrests will be made. It's all theatrics, all right? So nothing is going to come out of this. It's all theater. All right, let's go back to today's news. If you came in late, you might want to go back and watch the video that we played at the beginning. I also uploaded it as a regular video. That's what we were watching. We were watching my video. But anyways, I got to wrap this up in the next few minutes. Let me go quickly here. So this is what was supposed to happen today. Zelenskyy and Trump expected to sign Ukraine minerals deal during White House visit, but instead it ended in a big argument. Zelenskyy got kicked out of the White House. There was no press conference and there was no deal made. So pretty crazy news, honestly. Of course, it's all fake, but still crazy, right? So anyways, here's the numbers. So Zelenskyy meets with Trump 47 weeks before Zelenskyy's birthday. Zelenskyy is 47 years old. Ukraine equals 47. They met at the White House, which equals 47. Government 47. President 47. Trump is number 47. Trump equals 47. And D.C. equals 47. Zelenskyy visits White House for agreement allowing USA to access Ukraine's rare minerals. 133 rare minerals. Like White House, like government, like president. They're all 133. 34 days after Zelenskyy's birthday, Ukraine equals 34. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention this. I thought it was interesting. Since the argument was over the war, right? Well, today is February 28th, right? And Trump became the president on January 20th, right? So today is 39 days after the inauguration. And war equals 39. And that's what the argument was over. War, right? So I figured that was worth mentioning. 39 days from when he became president, war, 39. So they were supposed to sign a minerals deal. That didn't happen. Minerals deal 76, like Donald John Trump, 76. The deal was for rare earth minerals, 185, like Donald John Trump, 185. Rare earth minerals, also 112, like President Donald Trump, 112. 37 weeks after Trump's birthday, minerals, 37. 106 days before Trump's birthday, rare minerals deal, 106. They talked a lot about the war and Putin, and that's crazy because today is 222 days from Putin's birthday. Like Trump 222, like Servant of the People 222. That's the name of the show that Zelenskyy was on, where he played a president. And it was J.D. Vance who instigated the argument. Today is 22 weeks and 2 days from J.D. Vance's birthday. And remember, the first sanctions against Russia, they got rolled out on 2/22/22 at exactly 2:22 p.m. Like, that part by itself still blows my mind years later. It's just crazy. But yeah, we got the 222 connection today. Order out of chaos, 222. Antichrist system, 222. The beast of Revelation, 222. The word beast is 222. Big number. And then J.D. Vance was a big part of the argument. And they were supposed to be meeting for a minerals deal, which equals 211. Today is 211 days after J.D. Vance's birthday. And rare minerals deal, 155. It just happens to be 155 days before J.D. Vance's birthday. Rare minerals deal, 155, like Masonic ritual, like Freemasons. I'm pretty sure that's what we just watched, a Masonic ritual. Trump said to Zelenskyy, he can come back when he is ready for peace. Can come back when he is ready for peace. 149, like Zelenskyy's full name is 149. And he told Zelenskyy, you don't have the cards, which equals 228, like today's date, 228. The cards, like the Trump cards, right? Like there's 78 cards in the tarot deck, and Trump is 78 years old. Big number with Trump, the 78. Remember, Butler equaled 78. All right. I think that's it. I think I got it all out. Let me turn this around. I got to run in like 5 minutes, all right? All right, guys, what do you think? Any questions, anything to add? Let me know. If not, we'll wrap it up. Hey, Gene. Hey, Brent. Hey, Cody. Much love. Hey, Billy. Hey, Evie. Hey, Claudia. But yeah, the numbers are pretty much perfect. Same numbers we talk about every single day. We talk about Trump in the 47 and Ukraine in the 47. We got all that. 34 days from Zelenskyy's birthday, Ukraine 34. Minerals deal equals Donald John Trump. Rare earth minerals equals Donald John Trump. Rare earth minerals equals President Donald Trump. 106 days before Trump's birthday, rare minerals deal 106. It's like every single part is just coded. And of course, why wouldn't it be 222 days from Putin's birthday? 22 weeks and 2 days from J.D. Vance's birthday. And then we went over the Epstein stuff again. So yeah, I think it was a pretty good decode. Hey, Fender, much love. Cody said he found more on Michelle. All right. Michelle Trachtenberg. If you missed it, I also covered Michelle Trachtenberg yesterday and Gene Hackman. We covered both of those in one video. And now they're saying the death of Gene Hackman is suspicious. Remember, before it was no foul play. Now all of a sudden it's suspicious. I would say so, right? With Gene Hackman dead, his wife dead, and the dog dead, and it's pretty suspicious. Cody says it's absolutely insane what he found. Well, we're definitely going to have to watch it. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off. We'll wait for Cody's live in about 20 minutes. So that'll probably be around about 3 o'clock. All right, Cody? But yeah, I got to run. I got to go get my daughter from the bus in a few minutes. So that's what I got for you for today. All right. But thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please do me a favor. Please share this with everyone you can. I think it's pretty solid work. Kind of hard to argue with this one. And yeah, if you could share it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you got. If you guys could please leave a comment after the fact, that always helps the algorithm. If you don't mind, you could just leave a thumbs up in the chat or a good video, whatever you want to say. It's all very much appreciated, helps out the algorithm. And hopefully we'll get some eyes on this video. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you over at Cody's in a few minutes. And yeah, we'll leave it there. All right, guys. Do me a favor on the way out. Please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.